Is it time to buy or sell QQQ ETF? In this video, we will explore QQQ in depth. Our initial report was published on our website on Wednesday, the 11th of June 2025, and now we are here to provide an even more comprehensive analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated on our latest insights. You do not want to miss any crucial updates that could influence your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched AI stock analysis tool powered by GPT-4 at StockInvest.us. Tap into the power of AI and receive free price predictions and in-depth analysis for any one among 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please note that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be regarded as financial advice. Since May 27, 2025, our system has ranked QQQ as a buy candidate, assigning it a score of 1.88. Now, let's examine the ETF's performance during this time frame. The ETF has experienced a gain of 2.15%. This equates to an average return of 0.18% per day since it was designated as a buy candidate. The exchange-traded fund is currently positioned in the upper part of a broad and robust upward trend in the short term. This scenario often presents an excellent selling opportunity for short-term traders as a reaction back toward the lower part of the trend can be anticipated. A breakout above the upper trend line at $535.37 will initially signify a stronger rate of increase. The current 3-month trend indicates a potential change of approximately 15.86% over the next 3 months, with a possible return ranging between 1.68% and 16.51%. Examining the longer term, our 12-month analysis reveals a projected change of about 5.24%. According to our calculations, the stock's performance could vary from negative 16.81% to positive 8.33% over the coming year. In current terms, this would suggest a future price somewhere between $442.92 and $576.76. Our latest daily update for QQQ presents the headline, Red Day on Wednesday for QQQ. On the last trading day, the QQQ ETF price experienced a decline of 0.337%, falling from $534.21 to $532.41. During the trading session, the ETF fluctuated by 1.26%. With a low of $530.11 and a high of $536.78. Notably, the price has risen in 7 of the last 10 days and has increased by 2.6% over the past 2 weeks. The trading volume surged by 12 million shares on the last day, despite the decreasing prices. This could signal an early warning, suggesting a slight increase in risk over the next few days. In total, 52 million shares were exchanged, amounting to approximately $27.93 billion. Reflecting on the past 52 weeks, the highest price of the ETF reached $540.80, while the lowest was $402.39. Currently, the price stands 1.55%, or $8.39, below the 52-week high of $540.80, which also marks the all-time high for the ETF. Today we have significant updates regarding QQQ, the popular technology-focused exchange-traded fund. Recent news highlights improving prospects with trade relationships, particularly with China, which should provide a favorable environment for tech firms included in the QQQ index. As further details on this trade deal develop throughout the day, investor sentiment is likely to strengthen, potentially leading to short-term boosts in QQQ prices. Additionally, there has been a notable increase in buybacks and activity from retail investors, driving gains in tech stocks. This renewed interest from a broader base of investors could contribute to sustained upward momentum for QQQ in the coming weeks. On the other hand, last week's exchange-traded fund inflows indicated a shift, with bond ETFs attracting significant capital as treasury yields fell, while equity ETFs experienced outflows. This trend suggests some caution among investors concerning tech equities like QQQ. Still, as tech fundamentals remain robust, long-term investors may continue to see this as a buying opportunity, especially if corporate profitability from these companies persists. In summary, while short-term dynamics might introduce some volatility, The ongoing progress on trade negotiations and the active participation of retail investors forecast a potentially strong recovery trajectory for QQQ. Looking ahead. Analyst ratings. On Tuesday, the 10th of June 2025, it was reported that Benchmark assigned QQQ a mixed grade with a hold action. On Monday, the 9th of June 2025, it was reported that Edward Jones also assigned QQQ a mixed grade with a hold action. On Tuesday, the 3rd of June 2025, it was reported that Benchmark gave QQQ a hold grade with a hold action. On Friday, the 30th of May 2025, it was reported that Benchmark assigned QQQ a buy grade with a hold action. On Friday, the 23rd of May 2025, it was reported that Kansas City Capital gave QQQ a positive grade with a hold action. The following signals have been identified for QQQ. Today, there are mixed signals in the exchange-traded fund. A sell signal was issued from a pivot top point on Tuesday, the 10th of June 2025, and so far it has declined by approximately 0.337%. Further decline is anticipated until a new bottom pivot has been established. Additionally, a sell signal is currently indicated from the 3-month moving average convergence divergence, or MACD. Yesterday, volume increased while prices fell, which may serve as an early warning, suggesting the ETF should be monitored more closely. The QQQ ETF does present buy signals from both short and long-term moving averages, indicating a positive outlook for the fund. There is also a general buy signal based on the relationship between these two indicators, where the short-term average is positioned above the long-term average. In the event of downward corrections, support is expected at $529.73 and $505.35. A decline below either of these levels will trigger sell signals. Here are some additional signals that may capture your interest. Moving average convergence divergence indicates a sell signal. Pivots suggest a sell signal from 2 days ago. Bollinger Bands indicated a buy signal 2 days ago. The short-term moving average signaled a buy 13 days ago. The long-term moving average indicated a buy signal 35 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages presented a buy signal 31 days ago. Analyzing the 12-month chart reveals the short moving average indicated a buy signal 35 days ago. The long-term moving average signaled a buy 23 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages presented a buy signal 14 days ago. For more signals, remember to visit our page at StockInvest.us. Support, risk, and stop loss for QQQ. On the downside, the exchange-traded fund finds support just below today's level from accumulated volume at 466 and 423.69. There is a natural risk involved when an exchange-traded fund is testing a support level, as breaking this level may lead to a decline towards the next support level. In this case, QQQ finds support just below today's level at 466. If this is breached, the next support from accumulated volume will be at 423.69 and 422.67. Generally, the exchange-traded fund tends to exhibit very controlled movements, and with good liquidity, the risk is considered to be quite low. Over the past day, the exchange-traded fund moved 6.67 between its high and low, representing 1.26%. For the exchange-traded fund experienced an average daily volatility of 1.13%. Before we dive into the potential trading levels for QQQ, let's quickly cover some essential fundamental data. First, we have the price-to-earnings ratio, often referred to as the PE ratio. This important metric measures a company's current share price in relation to its earnings per share. A relatively low PE ratio may indicate a subdued outlook for the company's future or suggest that the exchange-traded fund is undervalued, presenting a possible buying opportunity. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for QQQ. In the event of an upward trend, the first resistance level for QQQ is at $534.21. If you do not own any shares, you might consider waiting for this level to be surpassed before entering a position. For those already holding the exchange-traded fund, this could serve as a point to contemplate swing trading. Conversely, on the downside, QQQ faces its first support level at $466. If this support level holds firm, it may present an attractive entry point, anticipating a rebound. Our recommended stop loss is set at $517.99, reflecting a decrease of 2.71%. This exchange-traded fund shows very low daily fluctuations, which translates to minimal risk. Additionally, there is a sell signal triggered by a pivot top identified 1 day ago. Is QQQ ETF a good buy? Several short-term indicators, along with an overall positive trend, suggest that the current level presents a buying opportunity. There is a reasonable expectation for QQQ ETF to perform well in the near future. After examining the volatility and movements from the previous trading day, our analysis indicates that the current price is undervalued. For trading on Thursday, the 12th of June, we anticipate QQQ to open higher by approximately 69 cents, starting at $533.10. We remind you that trading involves a high risk of losing money, and that you should consult with a financial advisor before making any decisions to buy or sell securities. Your investment choices should not be based solely on information from StockInvest.us. By using this information, you acknowledge and accept responsibility for your own investment decisions. This is our current view of the exchange-traded fund. Do you agree or disagree? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. What is your target for the exchange-traded fund? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a wonderful day. With warm regards from all of us here at StockInvest.